Now we're going to start talking about complex numbers. Complex numbers involve imaginary number I. And as a reminder, in case you haven't seen it, number I is equal to the square root of a negative 1. So whenever you see the square root of a negative number, it's going to involve the number I. So looking at negative 4 times negative square root of 25. You can look at this in a few different ways. I like to factor that negative 1 out. So I'm going to take the square root of 25 times the square root of negative 1. Now I can look at each of these separately, and I have negative 4. The square root of 25 is 5. The square root of negative 1 is I. Now I can multiply negative 4 and 5, and I get negative 20I. They want us to write our final result in a plus bi form. We don't have an a, so you can assume your a is 0 minus 20i. The square root of 32. Are there any perfect squares that we can take out of 32? We can factor out a 16. And we'll be left with the square root of 2. Square root of 16 is 4, and the square root of 2. There is no I here, but they want us in a plus bi form. So we can assume that our b is 0 because we have no I. So our answer is going to be 4 times the square root of 2 plus 0i. Finally, letter C. I am going to start by trying to simplify this radical. So we have 5 minus 2. I'm going to factor out that square root of 1. Square root of negative 1, I should say. And that's all going to be over 10. Minus 2, the square root of 25 is 5. Square root of negative 1 is I, all over 10, which gives us 5 minus 10i over 10. It wants it in a plus bi form, so we're going to have to split this fraction. And then we can simplify. We end up with 1/2 minus I.